This is News 3 Now at 6.
And thanks for joining us. Charlotte is back tomorrow. More non-essential businesses will be able to reopen on Wednesday. A new emergency order signed today will allow pet groomers to reopen, as well as upholstery businesses and small engine shops. Animals and goods will need to be dropped off outside, and payments must be done over the phone. The order also allows for outdoor recreational rentals like boats, kayaks, and golf carts to resume operations. State data shows we are seeing a slight downward trend in the symptoms of flu and COVID-19 at emergency rooms, but today, Wisconsin reached more than 6,000 confirmed coronavirus cases. We have team coverage of how the virus continues to affect our area. We begin with political reporter Amy Reed tonight. Amy?
Just a few days ago, we saw the largest day-to-day increase in new cases, but as a percentage of all tests, it kept with what we've been seeing. And that comparison is important because that's what the state is using to unroll Safer at Home.
If you are testing more folks.
Katarina Grande has become the expert on data at Public Health Madison, Dane County. She explains while we're seeing testing go up, she's seeing the amount of people testing positive compared to everyone getting a test staying about the same. That's the same at the state level too, where over the last few weeks we've seen more cases, but this line measuring positivity as a percent stays around the same. As testing continues to expand so more people at different degrees of symptomatic can be checked, she expects that number to eventually decrease.
Right now, testing is super focused. So it's only if you're having symptoms and these sorts of things, but capacity is increasing rapidly. So like in this little example, if you've got 10 folks and you've got one person who's positive and you're just testing that one person because they have symptoms, you're going to have a really high positivity rate, right? You're only testing that one positive person. But if you're expanding testing and getting to test more people who have mild symptoms or may not have symptoms at all and may not be positive, then your pool is increasing, right? So then you're going to have that lower positivity because you've got a larger pool of folks that you're drawing from.
The number of positive tests as a percentage is the data point the state is using to determine when to start each phase of Badger Bounce Back. It's not decreasing yet, but more testing and continued compliance with social distancing, health officials say, will get us there.
In order for the rapid scale-up of testing to not result in that, we really need to see a decrease in community transmission. So both things need to be at work.
Public health officials can't say when we'll see the decrease in the positive percentage because it depends on our own compliance with social distancing and increasing testing. But that number does play into the rollout of Badger Bounce Back. We'll need to see a 14-day decline in positive tests as a percentage of all tests in order to roll out each phase of Badger Bounce Back.
All right, Amy Reed reporting live. Amy, thank you. Sauk County is starting drive-through testing on Wednesday morning for residents showing symptoms. Tests will be conducted at the Sauk County landfill. You'll have to provide proof of Sauk County residency. People can also make appointments for tests by calling the COVID hotline. Agency-wide testing continued today for the Dane County Sheriff's Office. Testing started yesterday for all essential staff and inmates. The tests were being done by a National Guard team. That move came after 16 Dane County inmates tested positive for the virus last week. And a correctional officer at the Rock County Jail has also tested positive. The officer's symptoms said to be relatively minor at this point. Those who worked with that officer being sent home and will be placed on reserve status. Deputies said they are working with the Rock County Health Department to look into contact tracing. Respiratory therapists at UW Health say they have never experienced anything like COVID-19 before. They're caring for a wide variety of positive patients right now, from those on high-flow oxygen to those who are intubated. They say while they're confident in their training, they're still feeling a little anxiety about what goes into helping these patients right now.
With this, there are so many unknowns, like nobody has a good answer of like, if we do A, B, and C, you'll be better. So I imagine that for somebody who doesn't have it, they're scared. So somebody who knows that they're COVID positive, I don't know if there is a word.
Respiratory therapists say they try to make their interactions with patients as positive as possible. We're seeing more reports around the country of how COVID-19 is not just attacking the lungs. Doctors are now reporting cases of heart problems, kidney and liver failure, and in some cases, blood clots that can lead to strokes. Jamie Perez spoke with the UW Health doctor today who explains why this is happening in some patients. Jamie?
So we we keep hearing about more and more symptoms of COVID-19 as time goes on, and doctors say that has everything to do with each of our individual immune systems. And they say, just like any virus, it will affect everyone a little bit differently because all of our immune systems are different. How our bodies react to the virus will determine what other parts of our body are impacted. Some people will show no symptoms at all, and others can experience kidney failure, heart problems, strokes, and more.
Those were things that were all known to healthcare professionals, and it's one of the things that had us really worried about those people who were going to need intensive care treatment, that they would be at risk of having these complications. And you can see why healthcare experts really got passionate about social distancing and hand washing.
Dr. Jeff Pothoff also says the amount of stress our bodies go through can also have an impact on how our bodies will react if we get COVID-19. But the good news in this is that UW Health has actually been able to test more people than they had been about a week and a half ago. They've been able to test people that they had to previously turn away, but they said that the procedures are still the same. Please continue to call ahead if you think that you are experiencing symptoms of COVID-19.
Learning more every day. Jamie Perez live. Jamie, thank you. SSM Health is furloughing some 2,000 workers throughout its 4-state system. Right now, it's unclear how many Wisconsin workers are affected. That decision was made to help offset losses due to the pandemic. Furloughs are expected to last 13 weeks, but some folks may come back sooner. SSM also covering the cost of health care benefits during those furloughs. Turning to weather now, the sun's starting to poke through a bit after some rain today. We're keeping a close eye, though, on tomorrow. Here's Dana Fulton. Dana?
Now, we will have those showers and thunderstorms returning for tomorrow. We're not out of the clear just yet, but we are getting a little bit of clearing for this evening. So we should have a really nice sunset, actually, with the clouds of the sky. Some clouds still holding on to the southeast corner of the state, but you can see that line clearing out pretty smoothly. Here's a live look right now with our Edgewater sky cam. Rain chances mostly out of the area. We do still have the chance for a few isolated showers. You can see near Platteville right now. We do have some light rain in Grant County, also in parts of Lafayette County. No lightning, though, so that is just rain that we're picking up. Tonight, temperatures will drop to the mid-40s. Skies will become mostly cloudy again, and we will have some areas of fog leading into Tuesday, which is now an alert day, as we will have some strong to potentially severe thunderstorms in the late afternoon and evening. High winds, heavy rain, and isolated hail certainly possible. We'll take a closer look at some timing in just a few minutes. Eric?
Dana, thank you. Air traffic through Dane County Regional Airport is down some 95%. Gabriella Becerra caught up with travelers about what they're experiencing right now when they fly. Gabby?
Eric, the airport is almost completely empty right now, and while airline passengers tell us that it's completely different being on a plane, one traveler we found is just happy to be home.
The worst part of it was uncertainty. We never knew when we'd be able to get back.
Sajidullah Mahamud was stuck in Pakistan for 2 months after traveling there to meet his wife.
Because there was no flights to begin with. And then the State Department arranged a special flight for all of us. And that plane was full because it was repatriating citizens that were stuck there. But then all the other flights, you know, we landed in Washington. Then the plane from Washington to Minneapolis was pretty much like 50% empty. And this plane just had like 12 passengers, 30 passengers.
Before leaving Pakistan and once he arrived in the United States, Mahamud said he was screened for coronavirus symptoms.
And they, you know, recorded our body temperature, asked us questions about how we were feeling, where we've been, any cough and everything.
Jordan Butler dropped his friend off after a quick visit to Madison.
I'm definitely nervous for her, considering that she got some health problems. And, you know, I really preferred that we drove, but she wanted to get home as soon as possible, and you make sure that, you know, she can get back to work.
Butler says he traveled to see her a couple of weeks ago and faced multiple cancellations.
So I went from San Francisco to Dallas to Vegas to Phoenix to San Fran to Oakland.
Although he took precautions, Butler says he was still worried about getting sick.
It was very scary to not know whether the person next to me, sitting next to me, could possibly have the virus.
Travelers say planes ranged from full to having just one person on board, and some passengers say they took precautions by washing their hands as often as they could and wearing a mask just to be safe.
Yeah, no doubt this is going to change travel for a long time. Gabriella Becerra live at Dane County Regional Airport. Gabby, thanks. Great Wolf Lodge keeping its resorts closed through June 15th, including the Dells location. The company also offering no cancellation or change fees for new and existing reservations. Great Wolf also says enhanced sanitation measures will be in place once their facilities reopen. Popular craft beer festival that brings 10,000 people to Madison has now been canceled. The Great Taste of the Midwest features around 200 breweries and about 1,400 different beers. It takes place every August at Olin Park. Organizers say the decision was difficult to cancel, but necessary given the current health crisis. They say there are still plenty of ways to support craft breweries at this time.
It's obviously a really challenging time for them, so we can support them right now by buying packaged products at grocery stores and liquor stores and looking for those drive-up and curbside drop-off events.
Great Taste is the second longest running craft beer festival in North America. This would have been the 34th year. It plans to return next year. And the Sun Prairie Farmers Market will start its outdoor season on Saturday. Staff have made it so people can safely drive, bike, or walk through the market. Vendors will be 6 feet apart. There will be no sampling or product touching. Each booth will also have hand wash stations and hand sanitizer. Everyone visiting the market is encouraged to wear their gloves and masks. And people will have to wait until August to enjoy Dane County's Breakfast on the Farm. The event, typically held in June, it's being pushed back as a response to coronavirus. This year it'll take place at the Hinchley Family Dairy Farm in Cambridge. The event celebrates farming families. It's been around now for more than 4 decades. With restaurants closing and relying on curbside pickup and delivery due to the safer at home order, a local delivery service is thriving. Eat Street, an online delivery service that runs through an app on your phone, started in Madison and now serves over 21 markets in the Midwest. Right now, Eat Street helps over 400 restaurants in the greater Madison area deliver meals to customers. Since the safer at home order, they have added an additional 50 new restaurants.
Our business is built on a partnership with local restaurants. Without them, we don't have anything. So it's important for us at this time to support local restaurants to the best of our ability and give customers that ability as well.
If you're a new customer and want to try the Eat Street app, you can get 7 free days. And still ahead at 6, 5 people are found dead at a home in Milwaukee. We'll tell you what police are saying about it. And some people using their green thumbs to help the Madison Police Department. We're highlighting their kindness. That's next at 6.
Social distancing and family quarantines are a jarring reality for kids. It's a big adjustment, so it's important that we adults do what we can to help them navigate this new normal. Encourage your kids to ask questions and give them honest, age-appropriate answers. Show them things that they can do to regain some control. And above all, reassure them that their safety is your top priority.
Now more than ever, SSM Health and News 3 Now encourage you to take time for kids.
Americans have been cutting the lawn for hundreds of years, but with TurfBot, the future of mowing is now. Our quiet, all-electric robotic mowers work around the clock to keep your lawn trimmed 24/7. That means less time spent mowing and more time spent enjoying. Equipped with LED headlights, auto-stop sensors, and anti-theft GPS devices, our mowers run safely with no supervision. Come home to a freshly mowed lawn every day for as little as $30 a week. Call today and get free installation when you sign up. TurfBot, on the cutting edge.
At Govan Cars, your safety is our #1 priority. We are taking necessary precautions to clean and sanitize all of our vehicles and facilities. With prices being at an all-time low, we are able to sell these cars well below market value. So hurry in today and take advantage of these once-in-a-lifetime low prices. Call to schedule an appointment and ask for Crystal the Pistol Govan. Go to Govan Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we have great prices every day. So during our big spring sale, you know the savings will be huge. Right now, buy 3 tires from top brands like Goodyear or Cooper, get 1 free. Restock your tackle box with 25% off lures and baits. Save big on these KT Welding helmets, only $59.99. Plus, buy online and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru. You don't even need to get out of your car.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Madison police say they're looking into a report of shots fired on the city's southwest side. Officers were sent to Lumley Road around 2 this afternoon near the Beltline at Seminole Highway. No one was hurt. Police say 1 person was detained. 5 people are dead after a shooting on Milwaukee's north side. Amanda Quintana joins us now with what police found. Amanda?
The bodies were found after someone called 911 around 10:30 this morning. The man said his family was dead. Police responded and found the victims in the house. Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales says the person who made the call was taken into custody and there is no threat to the community.
The victims are between the age of 14 through 41. Understand this is a very tragic event. Our prayers are out to the family, and currently we're continuing to investigate, and we'll let you know more as we learn more.
Authorities say all of the victims knew each other. Police also found a 3-year-old child whose life was spared.
Amanda Kington in the newsroom tonight. Amanda, thank you. A Rockford woman accused of crashing into a building in Beloit overnight. This crash happened at the corner of Broad and State Streets. Beloit police say 36-year-old Erin Groves ran from the scene but was found nearby on West Grand Avenue. She was arrested on several possible charges, including operating while intoxicated, second offense. The crash caused flooding to the first floor of that building. A call for help by the Madison Police Department was quickly answered this morning. The department asking for some help from volunteers to care for some perennial flower beds. This was outside the East District Police Station, and within hours, 6 people stepped up to help, offering their own green thumbs to do a little spring cleanup, which many of us were able to do over the weekend. But some storms remain possible tomorrow for us in southern Wisconsin. Dana tracking things for us next during your First Warn forecast. Stay with us.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The way you get through hard times is to hold strong to your values. At Group Health Cooperative, our common values have sustained us for over 4 decades. Now is no different. We are here, in our clinics, but we want you to be safer at home. That's why GHC has more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
In this challenging time, Wisconsin's dairy farmers remain committed to your well-being.
We're still in the barns every day, producing real, nutritious milk for your table, and products like cheese, yogurt, butter, ice cream, and more.
We're all in this together, and our passion for feeding Wisconsin's communities is stronger than ever.
Enjoy that sunshine yesterday and the temperatures in the upper 60s. It really was a fantastic Sunday. Today, of course, the rain coming through. Right now, we have a little bit of a break in the cloud coverage for our sunset. Should be nice and colorful outside, but the clouds are going to build back in overnight, and our temperatures will be fairly close to our dew point, so we will have some areas of fog. Showers and thunderstorms will develop again on Tuesday, and the rain will continue through Wednesday. The second half of the week, though, is going to bring a little drier trend. That's the good news. You can see these showers starting to shift a little further east. Our breeze is still coming from the south. south, so it will stay pretty mild tonight. A break in the clouds build back in along with that fog chance early in the morning. The cloud coverage stays into the afternoon, and the showers are going to pick up mid to late afternoon and stay through the evening. Now, we will have some heavier rain at times, some strong to potentially even severe thunderstorms possible for us tomorrow afternoon, and that's going to bring along some isolated hail threats and the potential for some really strong wind gusts. Again, this is later in the day, so if you have any outdoor plans that you're going to try to squeeze in or get your fresh air break, I would do that early in the day because these shower chances develop and then stay through the evening and overnight. Skies will stay mostly cloudy Tuesday night into Wednesday. We still have rain chances into Wednesday with another chance for some light showers developing later in the day on Wednesday. Our rainfall totals have really been creeping up for Tuesday. Some isolated areas could easily pick up over 2 inches, especially if these heavier storms start to slow down or trail each other. Our accumulation totals will really climb. Areas north of Dane County won't quite see as much, about 1/2 inch for the southern edge of Sauk County, but the further north you go, we're under 1/4 inch. Areas south of Dane County, that's where we'll see the highest accumulation totals, and the strongest storms are going to stay further south down into Illinois, but this is still going to be a very soggy evening. Wind speeds also picking up. This is early Tuesday morning. We're in that 8 to 15 mile per hour range, but in the afternoon as the storms come through, we'll see our wind speeds easily climb into the 20s, and that's sustained wind speeds, so gusts will be even higher than that. There's a slight risk for severe weather in the southwest corner of the state. Areas northeast under a marginal risk for severe weather tomorrow, and the threat still remains for that heavier rain, the high wind gusts, and isolated hail, so we'll be keeping a close eye on the radar later in the evening. Looking at our 6 to 10 day outlook, our temperature trend's going to get just a little cooler. It's starting to become likely that our temps will trend below average for much of the northern Midwest. So enjoy these days where we get to see the 60s. So though we'll stay in the 60s, I should say, heading into May. It's just going to trend a little below average. So 64 the high for tomorrow. A little bit warmer than today, but with the showers and thunderstorms yet again developing in the afternoon with mostly cloudy skies expected throughout the day. Our alert days in the forecast because of the storm chances coming through in the evening. Be a good idea just to keep an eye on the radar later on in the day or have your phone on hand in case anything is issue for your area. Temperatures on Wednesday will be just a little cooler outside. We'll be in the mid-50s for afternoon highs with another chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms. The second half of the week and the weekend will be partly sunny. There'll be a slight chance for rain on Friday, but otherwise we'll be entering a bit of a drier trend for the weekend. And another mild Saturday with high temperatures in the low 70s, mid-60s on Sunday, with more rain chances expected to move in for the middle of next week. That's a quick look at your firstborn forecast.
And coming up in sports, the draft grades are in for the Packers, and they're not good. Why the low GPA doesn't bother Matt LaFleur next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now Firstborn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements, call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good. I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway.
Right. Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
For almost 50 years, we've built trust within our communities by making customer delight our top priority. That trust allows us to improve lives one home at a time. During this challenging time, we want to make sure your needs are being met without stress by offering 2-for-1 windows with no interest and no payments for 1 year. So go ahead, visit us online, or call now from the comfort of home.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
Hi folks, Hattie's tracking another chance of rain in her first warn forecast. She'll tell us when we might need the umbrella.
And if you haven't gotten your stimulus check yet, we'll let you know what you can do about it.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 Tuesday morning.
We're 2 days removed from the NFL draft and the grades are in, and for the Packers, it's kind of like one of those situations when you were a kid and you hid your report card from your parents. 13 draft experts from NFL.com, Pro Football Focus, ESPN, and others handed out grades to each franchise after the draft. The Packers had the worst with a GPA of 1.31, which doesn't seem good, but head coach Matt LaFleur likes what he got.
Goody and his staff did a great job of just making sure that we get the best player available at the time. And I think that's the way you go about it. And it's our job as coaches to find out what our players do well and put them in the best position. But I've got a lot of confidence, not only in the guys that we drafted, but the guys that are currently on this roster. And we know that the expectations are going to be great.
Jonathan Taylor was the first Badger off the board. The Scotty running back was taken in the second round, 41st overall by the Colts. And JT will no longer be 2-3. The team announced their draft class's new numbers, and Taylor will be donning number 28. Now, it's never too early to look ahead to next year's NFL draft, and yes, the first mock draft is already out for 2021. And Packers fans, you might like this. After not picking a single wideout this year, CBS Sports has Green Bay taking one in the first round in Purdue's Rondale Moore. In 17 games as a Boilermaker, he racked up over 1,600 receiving yards and 14 touchdowns. Once the NASCAR season resumes, Matt Kenseth will be back on the track. The Cambridge native is coming out of retirement to join Chip Ganassi Racing as their replacement for Kyle Larson, who was fired 2 weeks ago. Kenseth hasn't raced since 2018 season finale, but does bring 18 years of experience along with 39 Cup Series wins, including 2 Daytona 500s and a 2003 Cup Championship. He'll be driving the number 42 car. And the target date for the NBA to allow workouts in team facilities is now May 8th, but with restrictions, though. No more than 4 players in the building at the same time. No coaches can participate, no group activities, and players cannot use non-team facilities. The catch for the Bucks, though, with this is they'll have to wait until at least May 26th because Wisconsin is under safer at home until then. That Packers GPA kind of reminded me of my freshman year at Madison's GPA.
Yeah, you tried to hide that one from mom and dad.
Well, they didn't find out about it. If they're watching now, they know.
They're not. They're where? Lacrosse?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They didn't
They
see
might
this.
stream it.
You can tell them. Yeah, they might. Oh, they probably do.
Yeah.
You're still new at this job. All right, let's go to Dana. Let's go to Dana. Final check.
The secret's out. So we have an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow. There is going to be a chance for strong to severe thunderstorms late in the day. The second half of the week, though, drier and milder by the weekend.
All right, Dana, thanks. Thanks for joining us at 6. See you back here at 9:10. Have a good one.